Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video. I just wanted to share with you guys the stuff that I picked up, the non-comic book related stuff I picked up. Hasn't been that long since I made the other one actually, but I picked up some really cool stuff, and like always I just wanted to share the haul with you guys. So let's get started. Like always with this month's issue of Club Nintendo. This issue they talk about Bayonetta. The cool thing about the Wii U version of Bayonetta is that it's going to come with the first game on a single disc, and then it's going to come with the second disc on its own individual disc. So that's going to be pretty cool. I never got a chance to play the first one. They're going to supposedly add some new things on that game that weren't on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 version. So I'm really looking forward to this game. Also because they have Bayonetta cosplaying as famous Nintendo characters. They show one where she's cosplaying as Star Fox, possibly a hint that they're going to do something big with Star Fox next year. They also have her using a Princess Peach costume. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope I can get it. I heard that it didn't do so well in Japan, unfortunately. It's doing very poorly in Japan, but I hope that it does really well here in America, and that we get some more installments of this. They also talk about Persona Q, Fantasy Life. That's a game I'm actually interested in. They talk about Sonic Boom, and some games that you can play for the Halloween season. So yeah, really good issue. Like I've always said, I hope they keep making some more Club Nintendo, and they don't cancel it like unfortunately happened with Nintendo Power. Also, keeping up with the Halloween thing, I've already decorated the apartment and outside of the apartment for Halloween, but my dad was clearing out some stuff at the home where I grew up, and he was selling and throwing out some stuff, and he said if I wanted to save anything that I could. And I looked around, and I got a couple of stuff, mostly things that were very nostalgic to me, things that I remember seeing a lot when we would decorate the house for Halloween. And one thing that I wanted to save right away, and that I wanted to showcase here, was this Elm Street street sign. It's plastic, and it's pretty old. It's chipped here. It's got the remnants of tape here, but I always wanted this because it's from the Nightmare of Elm Street. And I also got two more that says Haunted House and Terror Boulevard. But this is the one that I was most excited about, and the one that I'm showing in this video because it's old Freddy Krueger there. This thing actually was released in 1989. So yeah, it's pretty old, and you can tell it's pretty beat up and everything. But this is the one that I remember the most, and the one that I'm really glad I was able to save. My beautiful wife got for me this Skylanders Giants toy. We went to a store that was liquidating these guys, and I got this one for $5. So yeah, I picked it up. Wanted it because I have Skylanders, and my wife got it for me, so that was pretty cool. These we saw at Walmart, and I didn't even know they were gonna release these guys, but Hot Wheels released these Batman for the 75th anniversary of Batman. They released these Batmobiles, and they released a total of 8, and some weren't that cool. The best ones that I got are the ones that I like, but they did release, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, the Batman and the TV show Batmobile, the one from 1966. That one would have been awesome to get, but they didn't have it. They only had these 3 that I'm going to show, and they had a helicopter, the Batcopter, which didn't look that cool. The other one that they have on this set, and I wasn't able to pick up, was the Bat, the big tank airplane from The Dark Knight Rises. That also, I was looking forward to getting that, and we went to a Target, and they didn't even have these. This only was available at Walmart. And then we went back to see if they restocked, but even these that I found sold out. So a lot of people were chasing apparently these 75th anniversary Batman cars. But I was able to pick up the Batmobile from Batman Arkham Asylum. Don't know if you'll be able to see it there, but I thought this Batmobile was pretty awesome. I also picked up the Batmobile from the Batman TV series. Which is weird that they didn't do a Batmobile for the first animated series. That Batmobile was pretty awesome. It looked a lot like the Tim Burton Batmobile, but still, I'm really surprised that they didn't do that one. That one I think would have been better than, and more memorable than the Batman. I'm not saying this Batmobile is bad. It has a very, very interesting look, but the Batmobile from the original animated series just looked better. That it would have made more sense, but they have the Batman Batmobile, which is this one. They have the Batmobile from Batman Brave and the Bold. They have the Batman from the classic TV series, the Batcopter, Batman Live Batmobile. I don't know which that one is. The Batmobile from Tim Burton's movie, the Batmobile from Arkham Asylum, and the Bat from The Dark Knight Rises. Those are the 8 cars. So it doesn't make any sense that they didn't take into account the original animated series. That would have been better. I think that Batmobile is better than this Batmobile. But the last Batmobile I got is an exaggerated version of the Tim Burton Batmobile. I say exaggerated because the Tim Burton Batmobile doesn't have this part so big. If you can make it out, I have an original Tim Burton version Batmobile, and this part isn't so big. It's more streamlined, like in the movie. This part is too big. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, but with the glare, but this part seems too big. It's exaggerated, so it doesn't look just like the Tim Burton version of the Batmobile, but still, it's the Tim Burton version with, in my opinion, the best Batman ever, Michael Keaton. So yeah, these are the 3 that I was able to get. I didn't much care for the Batcopter, which is the only other one they had, and I went to a different Walmart. They didn't even have these, and at the Target, same thing. They did not have these, so I wish I would have found out about those before, and I would have chased after them, because they're pretty cool. As a collectible, they're pretty awesome, especially now that this year that Batman's celebrating his 75th anniversary. Well, I'm just going to start off with some games, and I'm going to start off with the best game of the bunch. This was an early birthday present for my beautiful wife. My wife knew I was super excited about this, and she gave it to me early, again, as an early birthday present. So she got me Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. Not a big fan of the title. I mean, we went from 64 to Melee to Brawl to 4 3DS and the soon-to-be release of 4 Wii U. So they really didn't put much thought into the titles, but honestly, this game is amazing. It really is. They packed a whole bunch of stuff into the 3DS version, and I can't wait to see what they do with the Wii U version. The online is not that good, I will admit that, and I do wish there was an option to change the controls, the movement of the characters from the analog stub to the D-pad. I'm more used to the D-pad option on the 3DS. I think that would have been better. What they did is that you move and attack with the analog nub, and you do the special taunts with the D-pad. I really wish they would have done an option where you can switch that around, where you can move with the D-pad. It would feel more precise and more comfortable, in my opinion. The D-pad, the analog nub is not. I don't feel it's very precise. If anyone else has played it, might agree. I don't know. It's just my personal thoughts. The character I've been using the most actually is the Mii characters. You can set up your Mii as a fighter in 3 styles. You can be a shooter, a brawler that uses his fists, and a swordman. I chose the swordman, but I fought against a lot of Miis that are brawlers, and they have been kicking my ass. They that the brawler Miis are just insane on what they can do. The other character I'm really happy is Charizard. In Brawl, they had Pokemon Trainer, and you can use the Charizard, but this is standalone Charizard, and I like him a lot. They also switched around some movesets. Pit in Brawl had a spinning attack that I really like to use, and I can't figure out how to do that anymore. That's another thing. You can also customize your brawlers. You can, if you do it doesn't have a story mode per se, but it does have a challenge mode where you can get special moves for the main characters. So you can personalize their attacks and make them your own. So I thought that was pretty amazing. Also, you have Mega Man, Pac-Man, and Sonic. I do wish that they would have found a way to put Snake back into the game, because he was pretty cool in Brawl, but he's not in this one, unfortunately. But the amount of characters that this game has is insane. It has so many characters. It's just a great game. I love this game, and the 3D in it is amazing. I was a little worried. If I'm being honest, that the conversion from the console version to a portable version of this type of game might not work so well visually, but honestly, it looks great. It's by far my favorite game that I've picked up, and I am so grateful to my wife that she got it for me. At launch, we went to the U.S. and she said, "Oh, we need to pick up some stuff," and we went, and then we went to a GameStop, and she said, "Oh, here," and she gave me the ticket stub to pick it up, and I was like, "Oh man!" So that was so cool of her, and I love my wife so much. Not just because of this, but she's always thinking of ways to be awesome, and yeah, this game is freaking amazing. I am so in love with Smash Brothers. So cool, great fighting game, and again brought my beautiful wife got it for me, and she actually thought ahead, and she realized how much I wanted it, and she got it for me, because I was super excited because I'm a Club Nintendo member and I reached Platinum status. I got a code so I could play a demo that only had Mario, Mega Man, and the Villager and Link, and she saw that I put hours on that. So the fact that she went out of her way to go to a GameStop and reserve the game and pay for it, and then make the surprise to go and pick it up was so cool of her. I'm really lucky that I have such an amazing wife. So yeah, that's Super Smash Brothers. On a different occasion, we went to GameStop and I picked up for the Wii Onechambara. I think that's how you pronounce it. Onechambara Bikini Zombie Slayers. I've heard this is not a good game. I played a little bit and I don't think it's that bad. It's a zombie slaying game, kind of like Dead Rising, or pretty much like Dead Rising. It was $1.75, so it was super cheap, and I don't think it's that bad of a game. Recently got a PlayStation 3. My wife's brother-in-law got a PlayStation 3 for his birthday a while back, but because of situations, he doesn't really play it, so he was getting rid of it, so he passed it on to us. So now I have a PlayStation 3. It's the super slim version, the one that opens up on the top. That design I'm not super crazy for. I think this design is by far the weakest of the PlayStation 3 versions, but I have a PlayStation 3 again, so I can play PlayStation 3. I can beat my PlayStation 3 games and get some more, which is what I did. When I bought Onechambara, I picked up for $4.99 Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. I still need to get 2. I didn't get around to buying it because I didn't have a PlayStation, but now that I have one again, I want to get the Uncharted trilogy. I was so blown away by the first one. I did not get to play the second one, but I do want to get that one. So I got to play the second one first before I play the third one. And my wife's brother-in-law, like I said, since he got rid of his PlayStation, he passed along his games to me. Grand Theft Auto 5 was the one that came packaged with the PlayStation 3, which is 500 gigabytes. So that's pretty cool. Again, never got a chance to play the Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm looking forward to playing it. I've heard great things about it. The story mode, the online mode, just some awesome stuff that they packed into this version of Grand Theft Auto. So I'm really looking forward to playing that. Also, he passed along Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, the definitive version of Street Fighter 4, and also King of Fighters 12. I think it's 12. Yes, it's 12. I've been a huge fan of King of Fighters. I really like the King of Fighters version a lot. I remember when we went to the arcades, I played some Street Fighter, but I really liked the characters and the dynamic that you had. Well, back in the day, you had three characters instead of the single one from Street Fighter. And plus, you could also later on get an assist character. So, the King of Fighters series just, I thought was more innovative. Street Fighter would release, Street Fighter 2, then Turbo Street Fighter, then Championship Edition, then New Challengers, and then a whole bunch of versions of the same game, whereas King of Fighters would innovate their versions. They would release one each year, but at least they tried adding even more stuff, I thought, to the play control and the mechanics and the rules and everything. I do think that the last bosses in King of Fighters are way harder than the Street Fighter ones. Honestly, in my opinion, I always got frustrated with the last guys in the last bosses in the King of Fighters series. But I still really like the series, and I'm really glad I was able to get this version of King of Fighters. Lastly, I'm going to talk about some movies. At a Walmart, and I was super excited to get this. I'm always on the lookout for movies of the King of the Monsters, and at this Walmart they had the triple feature that has the updated Godzilla vs. Mothra, the updated Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, and Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah giant monsters all-out attack. I have the original versions in that box set that I bought last year. I think it was last year. So I'm always on the lookout because I love Godzilla movies. I grew up with two things: Godzilla movies, luchador movies, and really bad kung fu movies. So every time I come across them, I pick them up, and mostly Godzilla. Godzilla, I wish it was easier to pick up Godzilla movies. But it's been really hard, and these versions, I'm really happy about it. This is the version that came out in, does it say? Yes, 1992. This came out in 1991, so this one was first, then this one, and then this one came out in 2001. This is the version that I remember the best. I remember seeing this one. I vaguely remember seeing this one, but this is the one that I remember the best, where Godzilla is, once again, a bad guy. And they gave him a zombie look because his eyes are all white. And he goes around destroying things. And he actually encounters a monster that's not in the title, which is Barugan? I know, it's kind of like a dog with a horn. And he fights him first and mops the floor with him. And he's causing chaos, and the government doesn't know how to stop him. And then Mothra comes up and tries to fight Godzilla. And then an old man prays to the city's protector, and it's King Ghidorah. And he's fighting Godzilla. And the special effects were amazing, I remember. So I'm super excited to pick this one up. I do know that it does exist, because I've seen it online. And there's a Blu-ray that has Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Destoroyah. So that's the one I want to track down somehow. I want to get that one because Godzilla vs. Destoroyah is where Godzilla dies. So I so have to get that one. But I'm super excited to get this Godzilla triple set. You gotta watch Godzilla movies. If you think the original ones are too cheesy, watch the newer ones from this one onward. The special effects were better, the miniatures were better. So yeah, I would recommend this one. This one, check this one out. This one is the one I remember the best. And Well, probably because it's more recent, but yeah, I really like the look Godzilla had. I really like the battles. I really like the special effects. So that one. Like I said, grew up with really bad kung fu movies. So at the same Walmart, I picked up. Actually, my wife got this for me. It's a flying. What's it called? Flying Fists of Kung Fu. It's 12 kung fu movies in 3 discs. And it's the kind of kung fu that I grew up with. Really good martial arts, but really cheesy dubbing. Sometimes really dumb stories, but I really like kung fu movies. So this is 12 movies. Out of these 12 movies, I already own one, which is the 7 Steps of Kung Fu. But the other 11, I don't know, and some of them I haven't seen or I don't remember. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this genre. Really, really, always on the lookout. And whenever I see them, either in compilations or individual, I always try to pick up these kung fu movies. They're so cool in my opinion. I really, really like them. The video quality, they crammed so many movies into each one of these 3 discs that the video quality is not so good. The audio is also, on some of them, not that good either. But, I don't care. I like it. I love these kung fu movies, so, yeah. This one they had on sale, and I wasn't going to pick it up because I didn't want to spend that much money, but I thought I wasn't going to see it again, so I picked up WrestleMania 30. This is the DVD, not the Blu-ray. But the DVD was not on sale. That one's still full price. But this is the collector's edition because it has a WrestleMania 30 mini book, which has pictures of the last 29 WrestleManias and their big events for each one. Like the one where Hulk Hogan fights Andre the Giant is in the book. The 3 times Stone Cold Steve Austin fought The Rock. The supposedly once-in-a-lifetime Rock versus John Cena matches. The Undertaker's streak, which is the other reason why I wanted to pick this one up, because this is the WrestleMania where The Undertaker loses the streak to Brock Lesnar. Also has an amazing moment with Cesaro where he picks up the Big Show in this Andre the Giant Memorial 30-man Battle Royale. And he picks up the Big Show, walks with him, and tosses him over the top rope. That was impressive. And it also has Daniel Bryan beating Triple H and then going on to win the title from Batista and Randy Orton. So, yeah, this was a pretty good WrestleMania, in my opinion. I don't feel that it was necessary or needed or right for the Undertaker to lose his streak. I don't agree with that. There's a lot of stories that the most accepted one is that the Undertaker got a concussion really early into the match, and that's why he wasn't really there during most of it. The other is that they pre-decided that Brock Lesnar was going to be the one, because whoever, and Spoonie mentioned this, whoever beat the Undertaker would be hated forever. Whoever actually went down in history as the one that broke the streak would be hated forever. So it does make sense to have someone like Brock Lesnar, who's already hated, and he's not a full-time wrestler, end the streak. So I just would have preferred it be someone more. I just would have preferred, number one, that the match was better. The Undertaker's game was not in this match. The John Cena Brock Lesnar fight that happened in SummerSlam was way better, and that was a squash match. But yeah, I wasn't really happy with the way that the streak ended. If the Undertaker would have put up a better fight and just could not beat Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar and the Undertaker already fought in that Hell in a Cell match where Brock Lesnar decimated the Undertaker. If it would have been something like that, I would have been okay with it. And also Brock Lesnar is, I feel he is a very good technical wrestler, because he had a background in college and stuff. But I don't know. I would have preferred that The Undertaker's last match would have been that Hell in a Cell with Triple H. That was a good send-off for everyone. But it didn't happen, so... Yeah, but still, a pretty good WrestleMania nonetheless. To my beautiful wife, I bought her the ninth and last season of How I Met Your Mother. We both got really hooked in the series when we were rewatching it in Netflix. But then Netflix didn't have season 8, so I got season 8 for her. And then they don't have season 9, so I got season 9 for her. The controversy about this series is that at the very last issue, 9 seasons through, Ted Mosby, which is this guy, is trying to find the love of his life. And in season 9, he finds her, and then in the last episode, you find out she dies, which is a really bummer episode. But then they re-edited another version of that last episode where they don't kill off the wife. So that seems to have made people happy. But all in all, amazing series. And I honestly want to get season 1 to 7 to have the complete set. But yeah, great series. Barney Stinson will definitely go down as one of the best TV characters of all time. But the whole cast did an amazing job, and it was really, it was a really cool show. And it's gonna be a while before another show. Right now, the Big Bang Theory is it. But if that ever ends, I don't think there's gonna be another show that quite compares to those two. But good show nonetheless. Also, to my beautiful wife, I picked up for her Hocus Pocus, the Blu-ray DVD combo. And the reason why I finally picked this one up is because there's an individual version of DVD, but it doesn't have Spanish subtitles. And there's also the Blu-ray that doesn't have Spanish subtitles either. And here in Mexico, there's a version of Hocus Pocus, but it doesn't have English. It's only Spanish. So that kind of sucks because I don't get the English that I like, and she doesn't get the Spanish that she likes. Until this released, this version has no special features, which does suck, but it does come with an English track and a Spanish track. So that was pretty cool, and it comes with Blu-ray DVD, so super glad I was able to keep this promise to my wife to get her a version of Hocus Pocus that has both, and it's my wife's favorite movie. This one, and the other one I got for her, which is Casper, the Friendly Ghost. The 3 movies that she's mentioned that she liked a lot when she was a kid was Hocus Pocus, Casper, and Matilda. And now we have all 3. I remember liking Casper when I saw it. I thought it was pretty cool. The ghost effects were pretty awesome. And now as a grown-up, the story I'll admit it's not that awesome, but it's still a good movie. I would still, if we ever have kids, I would still put this to them. It's a nice, safe family movie. So yeah, picked up Casper for her. And the last things that I picked up, these were on sale, but it's Volume 1, Season 1 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 6th episode first season. It introduces the Turtles, the Technodrome, Krang, and the Shredder. This one also has 4 never seen bonus episodes. I don't know from what season they pulled those episodes out, but Season 1 only has these 6 episodes. And they also had Volume 2, which is Season 2. This one has 13 episodes. And these were the best episodes that I remember, because it has the Return of the Shredder, It Came from Beneath the Sewers, Enter the Fly, which is when they turned Baxter Stockman into a fly, Splinter No More, which one was the other one? Return of the Technodrome. So this is a classic TMNT. I have Season 4, so I now have to track down Season 3, but these 2 seasons, by far, are my favorite ones. Just really cool seasons, and I really like the fact that they were on sale and I was able to find them. So now I have to track down Season 3. Season 3 is the last season that I really want from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV series. But they're still sealed. I haven't seen them, but I'm going to open these bad boys up, and I'm going to watch me some TMNT. So yeah, I think that's all. I've been talking for about half an hour now. If you have a chance, I always try to close up my videos with the recommendation. So if you have a chance to track down these Batman cars, if you see them, they're 84 cents that they cost me, but they're going fast. Like I said, I went to a Target and another Walmart, and they weren't there. So these things are selling out fast. So if you have a chance to track these down, definitely pick it up. Toys are meant to be open and enjoyed, but these, as a nice, cheap collectible, they're pretty cool. I would definitely recommend, if you can see them, grab a couple of those Batman cars. Gaming-wise, I'm going to recommend Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. Again, not a very cool title, but still, it's an amazing game. I just freaking love this game. Right now, I'm hooked trying to get all the trophies and trying to get all the power-ups for the Mii character, because you can, if you progress the challenge mode, you can get better equipment for your Mii, so new costumes and everything. So it's such a cool game. With so far, I've put a lot of hours into that. And the other recommendation is Godzilla. Freaking love Godzilla, and this one is amazing. So yeah, thanks so much for everyone that watches the video. I thank you so much for that. Leave a comment, please, if you can. And until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78 thanking you and signing out.